This is God Off Topic.
I'm Mike.
I'm Jason.
I'm Neisha. We talk about everything from Disney movies
To blowjobs.
And everything in between. Hopefully we don't offend.
We probably will.
This is
God Off Topic.
We're back.
All right.
Time to
Cheers.
toast. Cheers.
All
Oh,
right.
now that was a lot better than our last 12
We've been working
episodes.
it. We've been practicing it. We've
Yeah.
had rehearsals.
everything you hear on this podcast is a lie.
It's all been done in post.
No, that was
We're not even in the same room.
that was a real deal right there.
All right.
Well, it's good to be back with everybody sitting around and, you know.
It's been a little while since we did this.
Feels like
Couple
forever.
weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month.
It's been a few weeks.
Well.
We're going to make up for it, though. We got a lot of content coming over the next few weeks. Right?
Do we,
Yeah.
Mike? Do we?
Oh, we do. I'm not editing any of it, but I'm gonna be here.
All right. So,
What's good? Everybody good?
Great sound.
whoops. Yep.
It's the happiest time of the year, as we talked about earlier. So
We're getting
that's
there.
all good.
He obviously does not work in the retail environment.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have weekends
He
off
obviously
and
does
Friday
not have to
afternoons
I'm
work.
gonna
off.
save it for my rant, but
He obviously does not have to work Christmas Day.
Christmas related.
Oh, absolutely not. No, I'm off. No, I got a number of days off.
So I'm the only one that, yeah, you get off.
I'm off.
Yeah. I have to work days.
Well, how did that happen? And B,
Well, we're closed.
the news doesn't stop.
Nobody's
for the holidays.
watching
Well, that's true.
at
You know what,
4:30 in
That's
the
true.
morning
I'm gonna watch
on
it.
Christmas Day.
I'm gonna watch it.
I might watch it too,
Just
just to
for
see
you.
how it sounds.
Yeah, well,
I will, just for you, boo.
you know what?
Send me a text that or remind.
Don't tell my bosses this. I have figured out a way to not listen to the show at all. and still do great.
Now all you need is like a remote
Wow.
control.
Seriously,
to stay home.
I've started watching Netflix at work, and so I'll have my
Obviously, we're not gonna be guests on KI.
I have one earbud in like my right ear, and I'm watching my shows, and then the other ear I'm sort of listening, and I watch like 3 episodes a morning.
What are you watching right now?
Person of Interest.
Wasn't that an old CBS show?
I think it's still on, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't really know. Like somebody mentioned it to me, or I read it from somewhere. I was like, it's a really good show, and I was like, okay, sure, I'll try it. And now I'm addicted.
It's
I
got,
watch like 6 episodes a day.
It's got Jesus in it, right?
It's got Jesus in it.
Yeah. I
Jim
mean, you
Caviezel.
have to watch it.
Jim Caviezel.
I don't have to watch it.
Oh well,
He's no longer Jesus,
No,
No, it was
he
only-
died. I think he died.
and he doesn't.
No.
Or did
He
he
came
talk about
back.
it
Oh no, he came back, man.
Oh God. Lord.
You know how the story goes.
He's still
Oh,
all
Jim
that.
Caviezel, help us.
But no, it's got Amy Acker and Sarah Shahi, and I
Oh,
found
Amy
out
Acker?
both of them are in it, and that was my biggest selling thing. I was like, oh, I loved
Yeah.
both of them.
She's like one of those cute hot nerds.
Yeah,
Amy Acker.
and she's a badass in that
Is she?
show. Yeah, she's so fun.
I would have never guessed that from. She wasn't. Was she on Buffy and Angel or just
Angel.
Just Angel.
Fred.
Right?
Where would you put her in regards to Emma Watson?
Amy Acker, she's quite a bit lower, but she's still
Okay,
hot.
so Emma Watson is at
Sarah
the top.
Shahi is above Amy Acker for me.
She's at the top, right? Emma Watson.
Emma Watson, oh yeah,
Okay.
she's my number one.
I think we've discussed that.
Yeah, but it's like Sarah Shahi is above
Oh
Amy
my
Acker.
gosh,
Even.
she's so hot. She is smoking.
Yeah.
Sarah.
I
Shahi.
really do not know who this is.
Okay, hold on.
We'll have to look this person up.
I'll look her
I'm
up
not
right now.
familiar with this person, which is
You'll like her.
Oh, she's hot.
all right. Well, I'll let you know here in a
Especially
second.
when she's got guns and she kicks.
Kicks
ass.
Linda Hamilton guns,
No, gum. Well,
guns like okay, guns.
No.
She's talking. Okay, you're talking.
Speaking of which, did you hear that they're making another Terminator? They're bringing
Yeah.
Arnold and Linda Hamilton.
They're back.
I don't think Furlong's coming back.
Yeah, probably not.
Who? What? What was no? What, you don't think what's coming
What?
back?
Edward Furlong.
Edward Furlong,
The guy that played John Connor in T2.
or the dude that played the T-1000.
that sucks, dude, man, because he was good.
He was good. I don't know if he can. Well, he's on TV now. He's on Scorpion.
Here's a dark picture of her.
Okay, I'm
That's
still
not
not
a-
familiar
that's not
with
a
her.
good-
That's
But
not the best picture. Here's one of the first one of the first ones is actually. I doubt either of you have seen this show,
Which one is that?
The L Word.
She was on the L.
She was in The
I
L
have
Word.
to go back and watch that now.
well,
That's how I know her originally.
Did she engage in
well,
lesbianism?
now that's
I mean, pretty much everyone on the L Word.
Is that on Netflix?
I should have
or
been
some
on that
type of
show.
subscription service.
L Word?
Yeah,
I don't know if it's on Netflix.
I
might be on
really don't know.
Netflix.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'll check
It's
it out.
only the first few seasons are worth watching, and then it's pretty
Was she on the
shitty.
first few seasons?
I just got a text message.
I heard. Was it from Sarah Shahi?
I wish. Is that better? That's a little bit better.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's hot.
Yeah.
There's some movie that she plays a stripper. I can't remember the name of it though. But yeah.
Let me see that picture again. You still got it up?
Yeah, she's a
kind of like a young Angie Harmon.
I don't know.
Come on. Angie Harmon's pretty hot.
They are both female. I'll give
Older,
you that.
but you know. Young Angie Harmon, I'll say that.
Here's her with some fake tattoos.
Those are real.
Are they?
Yeah, she has real tattoos. She's tatted up.
I'm like, they're
I
not
don't know
even
about
good.
those.
I'm like, those aren't even
Those
good. That's
are
all I
real.
was
Like, I know
assuming
she's
they were
got like
fake.
a tat on her back or something.
Well, I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, it is fine.
Anyway, moving on. Y'all watching anything new?
I just finished up the second season of Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that I need to finish that.
I have one episode left on The Crown, which is an amazing show.
I've heard that's really
It's
good, and I
amazing.
love those period
Not
pieces
seen it.
like that.
Yeah, I don't think
I-
it doesn't seem like it's back when you were in your indie movie phase. I
Oh,
could see you watching it.
maybe.
It's really, really good.
Who's in that one again?
Nobody I know. Actually, John Lithgow plays Winston Churchill. He actually
I can see that.
He won a Golden Globe or something for it. But it's amazing. Stranger Things too was pretty good.
I have yet to start Stranger Things. I want to start that, and there's a new Netflix series called Godless. It's
I have heard of
it's
that.
a Western kind of revolving around a town with just the women left. I think is what it is, something like that.
Oh, it's like a Western, right?
Yeah, all the guys died in a mining accident or something. But I'll have to start that soon. Just got to sit around long enough to watch that stuff.
Well, if you looked in the news, you could watch 4 episodes a shift.
That's true. I should start watching this stuff at work.
You should.
Now there was a trailer that dropped this week.
What?
Infinity War,
Oh yes, the Avengers trailer.
which I did.
I did
watch.
not text anybody, so I don't need any blowback.
Okay, well,
No,
thank you.
No texting. No texting on this trailer.
Well-
I just watched it and kept to myself and waited for this day.
Well, tell us what you think.
I watched it and was actually underwhelmed.
I was too. Like,
I was like,
"Eh."
okay.
I haven't
So,
seen it,
I don't know. We'll see.
so I don't know.
I'm hoping that the reason is because they're doing like the Last Jedi, where they're not really giving. you
I hope
plot
so.
Points. I would say the only good part of that trailer was the very last shot where Thor like turns and he's like, "Who
Yeah,
the hell
the
are
very-
you guys?"
the
And
very
he turns
end.
around and it's all the Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah.
standing there.
I haven't seen the second one.
The second Guardians.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's okay.
It has its good.
I'm
points
just
and its bad
disappointed in
points.
myself, apparently. Yeah, I don't care.
Well,
used to it.
we're not
We're used to
disappointed
not
in you.
seeing
Yeah,
the movies.
seeing this stuff. I have ADD. Like
I know,
I've been
that's why-
watching
Oh, boy.
one episode of Person of Interest. I've had to start it like 4 times, and I'm still not done. They're less than an hour long, and I'm still not done.
I would watch Thor Ragnarok over Guardians 2. Thor 2.
I haven't seen
Thor
that.
3.
I heard
yes.
that one was really good though.
What?
Thor.
It was. That's what, I would watch that one over
Okay.
the Guardians
Oh, okay.
2. It's like a screwball comedy. It's really funny.
Wow.
Old Chris Hemsworth, he's got the comedy chops,
Well, he wasn't.
and according to my wife, the looks.
he was in
He's got those
Ghostbusters.
pecs too.
He was
saying.
the best part of Ghostbusters.
He was
too.
good in
He's
Ghostbusters.
funny.
Ghostbusters
He
was
in
not that bad.
The Vacation remake too, I think.
Huh, I got to check that out. I saw it. Caught a part of it the other day, and it looked actually pretty
it's
funny.
sad.
I mean, it is what it is. It's not.
Yeah.
It
The only good part was when they go to stay with. He's married to Audrey, and like he's got like a giant dong dick. He walks around and it's like so big that it's kind of like hanging out of his pants.
Poor
Or his
Audrey.
boxers. Yeah, poor Audrey. Yeah, nobody wants that.
Nobody wants it.
Anyway, now that we're like 20 minutes in,
Nobody. I hope nobody wants that.
yeah, that's my. I just hope my wife doesn't ever want a giant penis.
Oh man.
Yeah, she's stuck with this one.
Well, speaking of that,
We
Our-
always end
our-
up
our-
on penises in this podcast.
our topic today is actually deal breakers in relationships. So we're going to get to that topic later on, but we're going to go back to our one of our more popular segments now that we've started, our Oddball News segment.
Yep.
And with a couple new Oddball News and then an update
Let's start with the update.
on one from the last episode.
Cluck.
Yes. And
Cluck.
It's about Cluck. It's
Cluck
not
the
about
Kittens.
Helga.
Yeah, not about
Not about
Helga
Helga and the threesome.
yeah, not about the balcony.
We still don't know what happened to those ladies.
and the
We're trying to find out.
They're still in cast.
We're trying to get them on the cast.
is she still climaxing?
Yeah, she's it's a never-ending orgasm.
An update on Cluck the cat, because
Cluck.
she's
Here we go.
really the
Cluck.
most important part of this whole podcast.
Yeah.
Indubitably.
So,
Like that.
actually, the headline for this update is actually pretty epic too.
Oh. Pins and needles.
Kitten with no anus gets butthole.
Yeah, that's very good. Very
Way to
good.
go, Cluck. We knew you could shit it out.
Well, now she can.
Well, she can get banged too now, right?
Yeah, if she goes to prison.
That's how
Cat
it works, right? I think so.
They take it up the butt.
I mean, where else are they going to take it? How does that work?
They have parts like
I don't know if they have it separate from. You know what?
yeah,
I don't know
they,
how cats
they
work.
do
But if it was all
because I've
sealed-
owned cats and
if
dogs.
it was
they have
all
to have
sealed up, though, I don't-
vasectomies and or neutered and spayed and all that.
Listen, I don't know how that works. I'm just saying she can get banged now.
Well, she's only 1 month. Hopefully, it's not
Well,
happening
let's
yet.
hope it waits a little bit.
Yeah, probably
so-
just happy to be eating solid food.
What was that first turd like?
Well, let's see if we get an update on
Oh,
that.
here we go.
Let's,
There we go.
let's get into it.
Surgery gives 1-month-old kitten the anus she desperately needed.
Can I just say, I love the way Neisha reads her
Yeah.
news stories.
I think you-
laughing. I had to listen to like 4 times. Like, Cluck needs a new butthole, or he will die. Or he will die.
See, maybe I should be an anchor in the
You
news.
should
Yeah.
be an anchor.
I think you're on the wrong side of the wall
Yeah,
in that.
Take that earbud out and get up in front of the mic.
I don't think I dress appropriately for. They would not let me.
With a fucking vest.
You could do the
Yeah,
voiceovers for the
I would
bumpers.
just way too androgynous.
Yeah, you can't miss this new story, or you will die.
It's drama, okay?
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Shit.
You bring it.
Thanks, Jay.
You're welcome.
What was the
Tell us of Cluck.
Cluck, let's go.
Hasn't even started yet.
Cluck, the 1-month-old kitten, will no longer be the butt. Will no longer be the butt.
Oh, I'm crying.
Oh god, this poor cat.
As we know, everyone poops, so everyone needs an anus.
As the world knows.
Oh, right. Hold on.
What are you reading that from? It's just on Google.
People.
People magazine.
yeah.
You said it was from LA though, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. The rescue cat was born with the medical term I cannot pronounce.
And porphyry.
Anus.
Yeah.
Perforate
Perforate.
anus. A birth defect which caused her to come into this world sans butthole.
Butthole. Oh, that's a hell of a way to be born. Wow.
So they raised $10,000 to give for.
They got
a new
10
bone.
grand.
Wow, last show it was $600.
It was
Yeah, I
able to
think we
raise
were at-
money. Yeah, that's it. Then it resulted in a new anus for the little angel. Yeah,
Wow,
Cluck got herself a butthole.
So a new anus was needed because I remember last time we were wondering if it was just a butthole or an anus.
So she needed the whole.
Because I thought
whole
a
damn
butthole
thing,
could just be
apparently.
kind of cut open.
No,
Yeah.
you kept wondering, could they just
Yeah, they just slice it open. I mean,
turn it into an anus?
I mean, they're asking for $10,000. I'll do it for
That
like
made me
$50.
cry a little bit.
Yeah,
I was
me too.
laughing
You know, they can keep the other $600 for cat litter and shit.
yeah.
But I guess an anus,
okay.
I know that's a little harder to come by.
Yeah, she got it though. She can poop again.
Go Cluck.
Or for the first time.
So Cluck
Is it up for adoption?
It doesn't say. I imagine.
I'm sure
Can
this
we-
Cluck
Is that a
probably
rescue?
adopted. I gotta give you this cat with a.
The Kitty Bungalow Charm School for Wayward Cats is who was caring for Cluck.
I like
Now
that.
she's among the
She's
norm.
at a charm school. She's going to be a very good
Could
kid.
be a very charming cat.
Yeah. So yeah, there's an update
Wow.
on Cluck.
Okay.
All right. Mike did not do a news story last time, so
I did not do one
have
last
one?
time. I do have one.
He was not even familiar with the segment.
This was this was dropped on me last time. I wasn't even involved in the show prep for this.
Jay and I like to talk about
That's okay. That's okay. I was a little late last time, so this was all discussed prior to me getting here. But
like my period. Late.
Well, let's hope not.
Are you expecting in 9?
Find out on the next podcast.
Yeah, when he actually goes to take a pee on a little stick.
Oh, pee on a stick. It's gonna go everywhere though. It fucking sucks.
That's okay. You just need it to get
just like a bunch of sticks.
Just get a bunch of them.
Just
hope you can hit a few of them.
I can't aim real well.
All right, now my story is whereas Jay, you gave me a story last time, the threesome on the balcony
for your birthday, yes,
for my birthday, and one that I would appreciate. I think we would both appreciate.
Yeah.
Neisha, sorry, you wouldn't really care for that, but we would appreciate.
She almost had a foursome. It's underdoing it for Neisha.
That's true.
Almost. You act like we were all getting naked, and then it just didn't happen.
Well, I mean, that's how I picture it in my mind. So
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Anyway,
moving on.
So you had a story geared toward us, and I appreciated that. So this is another one geared toward you and I, and maybe our past, or maybe just today. But for sure, in our past, we've been in this circumstance before. Luckily,
we gotta take a commercial.
Well,
I like the lead up to this story.
I say circumstance. We haven't actually been in this circumstance to have to do this,
okay.
But we have been in some situations where it could have happened.
Let me take a drink.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not that bad.
Okay.
Okay, this one.
I'm ready.
Here's the headline.
I'm gonna end up spitting up one of these times. Watch.
The headline is "Man Eats Underwear to Beat Breathalyzer." See, not too bad.
When have I ever? Okay.
No, okay. I'm just saying.
When have I ever ate my underwear?
Drunken driving.
Drunken driving. Yes. Something that we're
stupidity
adamantly against, but may have done a few times in our youth.
That is not how I thought this story was going to go.
And
oh, yes.
That's okay.
Not me. I just walk up the stairs.
Okay, so a man tried to eat his underwear in the hope that the cotton fabric would absorb all the alcohol in his system, so that when he took the breathalyzer, it wouldn't show.
Just thinking
cotton is the fabric of our lives.
That's true. That's
what I heard.
He ended up being acquitted because he blew a .08, which I guess here. Now, I'm sorry, I don't have where this story is from. I'm going to say Florida. Every story is really from Florida or LA.
Where you're living currently.
It is below the legal limit in this area. I think in Texas it's 8.08 is the limit.
Is it?
I think so.
No idea.
I think so.
0.08.
I think they're thinking about lowering it.
Here we would be screwed.
I don't know.
Probably
Listen to the news.
But here's where the story gets interesting. In the actual trial, because this guy went to trial, there was a judge here involved and everything. Mm-hmm. What happened was when he got pulled over, he ran from his vehicle, which had been weaving on the road. Mm-hmm. And when he got arrested, while sitting in the back of the cop car, he tried to eat his shorts. He basically just pulled the midsection of it off and shoved it in his mouth. Which he said he ripped the crotch area of his shorts, stuffed the fabric in his mouth, and then spit it out. Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. But here's what's funny. While he's talking to the judge, there's some students in the courtroom, some 11th and 12th graders, I guess just as a field trip of all the days they pick for a field trip. Uh-huh. And it said a class of law students from the high school in court as observers was removed by the teacher when the testimony enlivened the proceedings. Oh.
Could you demonstrate what you did in the back of the car?
The students had difficulty maintaining their composure during this hearing.
Imagine.
Yes. It says people were leaving the courtroom with tears in their eyes, trying not to laugh. That's it. That's the story. But he did get acquitted. I guess eating the crotch of your shorts or pants does work. He was acquitted of the charges.
He also looks like a pedophile.
Oh my
serial
god!
Yes, there is a picture.
What?
Actually, we can post this on our Instagram page. The guy does look like a pedophile.
Put it on our Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, so that's not as sexual as you were probably thinking, but still nevertheless.
It is not the direction I thought you were going to go.
It's still something that I think we can relate to.
I gotta get sued.
Wait, where is this from?
You know what? I couldn't find that out, Les. I could not find that out when I read the story. Yeah. The guy beat it. So eat the crotch out of your pants. You beat a breathalyzer.
Just with sheer comedy.
Yeah. Then you'll have a story for the kids in the courtroom.
It was like, this story is way too ridiculous. I can't even handle this. Just get out of my courtroom. We'll let you go. Please,
you're off.
please be gone.
Get out.
You're going to kill yourself before the next incident. So
yes.
By eating more underwear. Go ahead.
All right.
Jason's turn.
So mine isn't sexual unless you have a fetish for certain things.
Maybe.
It's also about helping a race or a species, if you will, carry on.
Okay.
Why scientists are using vibrators to give turtles boners.
I was going to guess it was about turtles.
Yeah?
I don't know why.
Of all things, turtles.
Yeah. Here we go. Turtles have been around since the time of the dinosaurs, but they now are struggling to survive, with about half of all species threatened with extinction. To save them, scientists need accurate data on how males and females of each species, how many males and females of each species are left. But there's a problem. The two sexes can look essentially identical.
Whoa.
With the male's penis tucked inside his body when he is not aroused.
It happens.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is a scientist to properly...
That face you just...
See, this is why this...
This was just awesome.
We will have a Facebook Live show soon.
Yes,
because
next week. Next week. So, what is a scientist trying to properly conduct research to support conservation to do? Without a vibrator, of course.
But what kind? Does it say
Donald
what kind?
McKnight, a PhD candidate at James Cook University in Australia, was studying Western chicken turtles for his master's degree. To really understand what is going on with the population and how to conserve it, you need to be able to distinguish males and females, McKnight told Gizmodo of India.
Is it still pronounced Gizmodo in India?
I don't know. But he wasn't confident in the published criteria for distinguishing sexes, and other ways of sexing when visible characters aren't definitive are very invasive.
Okay.
One option is to literally cut open the turtle, and examine its gonads.
No.
Nobody wants that.
No.
Is that what it says? Nobody wants that?
No, I'm saying nobody wants that. Oh, well, a procedure which may weaken the animal, make it vulnerable to infection, or even be fatal.
Right, surgery.
We weren't doing this because I thought it would be fun, McKnight emphasized. We did this because we were trying to find a less invasive method
So now,
of sexing problematic turtles. What was your question?
so now they just bang the turtle with a vibrator?
Just get it aroused.
They might just rub it on there.
Just get
Where
a
do they
little
rub
aroused.
it? I mean, they rub it under the shell. They rub it in the crotchal area.
I mean, I'm sure they know more about a turtle.
So
they're
the team
just-
went online and bought the cheapest vibrator they could find. A small
A little bullet?
silver bullet.
Yeah.
style sex toy.
Thank you,
And
Alexa.
went about collecting turtles from 4 species to test the method. We held the turtle at an angle so that the bottom portion of the shell was facing the researcher. Then they would slowly move the vibrator around to different parts of the turtle and watch how it responded.
I like how it's so detailed.
Perhaps unsurprisingly, the silver bullet wasn't a silver bullet. Much like with people, the effectiveness of stimulation depended on the individual. Some species were easier than others. Soft-shelled turtles, for example, readily responded to attempts at stimulation, while common musk turtles did not.
I mean, you got to think, if you had a vibrator rubbed across somewhere, would you just immediately get an erection? I wouldn't get an erection.
It's gotta be
Depends on
the
who's doing
right
it.
spot.
If Donald McKnight was doing it, I probably would not get
because
aroused.
Turtles don't get turned on by people.
I'm just like, I don't know.
It's true.
They should have had it. They should have strapped the vibrator to a female turtle and then had her grind the male turtle.
Have y'all seen those videos?
But they
of
don't
the
know
turtles having sex?
what's what.
That's true.
Have y'all seen the videos of the turtles having sex?
No.
Oh my god, keep going.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I'm
We're
just
going to
gonna
watch some
make you
turtle
listen.
porn here in
No.
a second.
Is there noises?
What the hell's wrong with you? Who cares? If we did something the turtle didn't like, it would tense up and tuck its limbs and tail against its body. But when we found a position or motion that aroused it, it would relax and stretch out its limbs and tail. So we would keep doing that. They found that direct stimulation of the tail, where the penis is sheathed, was usually the trigger for erection. But again, much like us, the animals needed a bit of warming up first. We had to vibrate elsewhere and periodically test the tail to see if they would let us keep the vibrator there without tensing up. Also, it appeared that the turtles responded best when the vibrator had fresh batteries and was on its fastest setting.
Makes sense.
Who has these jobs? I mean, are these zoologists?
Imagine my surprise the first time a large male ejaculated all over one of my graduate students.
Oh my God, now we're getting into a whole other level here.
I don't want to read the rest of this now. I mean, I feel like we ended on a... I know this method sounds weird, but if it works as well as advertised, it needs to be in the toolkit of turtle biologists and conservationists.
Well, it makes it sound like we need to order one of these silver bullets. You got your Echo.
You guys never used a silver bullet?
I mean,
I never have.
I think we need to.
You asked that like you had used one.
No,
you
never.
guys have never used one?
No. I'm going to ask this though, because I'm sure what's on our listeners' brain here is from a previous show when we've talked about being in Texas. Would the silver bullet count as one of our dildo
Well,
limits?
no, I think I feel like a dildo is different than a vibrator.
Well, yeah, it depends on the shape of the vibrator.
I mean, fine line, but yeah.
It is a fine line.
Yeah.
But what does Texas think? Because you said Texas, the limit is 6, right? 6 dildos,
I think
right?
so, yeah.
Yes. I don't know if a silver bullet counts, so it's pretty tiny.
It's small. It's like... yes, I have.
So it might... I mean, there's
She has the exact measurements.
It's about
Wow.
this big. It's about this
she
big.
knows how.
I hear it's about this big.
I've heard.
I read on Facebook or research studies.
So you said battery power. Okay,
it was
so
all educational.
Okay, so we're going to say you could have 6 dildos and a silver bullet.
And one silver bullet.
One silver bullet. Now, would a double-ended
Sounds like
dildo...
it's easy to hide, too.
Would that count as 1 or 2? Like a 2-headed dildo?
The silver bullet?
No, I'm just talking...
Probably just one. I would
so
guess
a double-headed dildo would count as 1.
I would say so.
I would say so, too.
I would think so. All right, good.
So, y'all have to hear this if you've never heard it before. This is the sound
Oh, God.
that turtles make when they have sex. Ready for this?
Yeah.
That's the dude, right?
No, that's the turtle.
But the turtle dude, right?
Yeah.
Look at it.
Oh, my God. Yeah, he's going to town here.
Look at his tongue's out. He's like, yeah.
Wide mouth, yeah.
Oh, if y'all can see, this is fantastic. This is...
The woman is like, are you done? She's got her head.
There are so many videos like
What
this.
other podcast do you hear turtle fucking noises?
Yeah.
There are so many videos.
Wow.
That's funny.
That was the miracle of life being created in the turtle.
You just
World.
witnessed a new turtle.
No bullet required on that one.
Made.
That was just straight up love right there.
I can't believe you've never what?
Nothing good.
I can't believe you've never seen.
I've never thought to look up turtle mating
No,
on
it's just
YouTube.
like scrolling mindlessly on Facebook.
You said you can't believe we've never. Why would we ever listen to that?
You wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go to our topic.
All right.
Topic: deal breakers in relationships. For Jay and I, this is going to deal with some past relationships. For
Maybe
Neisha,
not.
For Neisha, well,
If you're listening, honey.
for Neisha, it's going to be a little more current. For us, we're going to, go.
I'm going to
go back.
start off dirty. I'm going to get clean.
Yay.
All right. Yeah. I'm not going to start.
Yeah. Mike, it's your topic. You
My
go.
crescendo. Yeah, Mike, you start.
I just read the topic. It's not my topic, but I'll start.
Okay.
Deal breakers in relationship. I remember when, back in we referenced it many times on this show, back in our heyday, which would have been a while ago.
3 months ago.
No. Oh no.
You're talking about our heyday, not the show's heyday.
Yeah, no, not the show.
It does sound like you're talking about the show.
Back in our heyday.
This show stays in its heyday, does it not?
We haven't left it yet. No.
We're
only getting better.
We've got 1 or 2 episodes left of heyday.
5 years from now, we're going to be have our own talk show.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I will say, listening to the podcasts,
please comment below.
I think we would make an excellent radio show team, like a morning radio show. I think we'd be great.
Oh, if just the right people are listening.
We'd be sitting there trying to crack jokes, and he'd be watching Netflix.
I have so many shows I have to watch. But
you don't have the time.
I have to figure out how to multitask.
I understand.
Come on.
So,
well, deal breakers in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
When I was younger, and we used to date more. And you knew me a lot during
date a lot
those
less than we
days.
did. Yes.
Yeah, we do date a lot less now.
A lot less dating going on these days.
But back then, for me, when we would start going out with somebody, I think the deal breaker for me was when they got a little clingy. But that was back then.
Some people like clingy.
Well, and I think clingy is good for a little while. Especially when it's new and it's exciting, and you'd meet somebody and you'd go out with them once or twice and be like, okay, this is going good. But then you'd be, in my situation, I kind of tend to start moving away from that, and I'm like, they're still wanting to go out or this and that.
The person
I hate to say that's a deal breaker. I mean, isn't that how relationships work?
Them continuing to want to date you is a deal breaker. Why won't this end?
They want to go places. They want
to keep going out in public.
You got to remember, this was a long time ago when we were trying to date often and date a lot of people, but this was back in our youth.
One of us probably should not have been doing that.
Probably not, but I think
back in our heyday,
and I think you might have been a little more successful at it than I was.
Hearsay, conjecture.
I'll allow it.
I object. Damn it, he overruled my objection before I could even object. Do go on, sir.
But yeah, I think for me, when you start going out with somebody, it was great at first, and you go out a few times, and then I was like, I kind of like to see them when I like to see them, not necessarily when they want to see me.
First date.
So I mean, that's not a deal breaker mainly in how often they wanted to go out. Not necessarily because I hate to say this. This sounds bad too, but when you're meeting someone. If there were anything you weren't really attracted to, you really wouldn't even go out with them.
Right.
So I mean, any deal breakers that involved that wouldn't even have been an issue.
Unless you're super desperate, which none of us obviously were.
Oh, no.
Still waiting for that call, Stephanie.
Who's Stephanie?
Next podcast.
That'll be our After Dark
That'll be
episode.
I can't talk about it.
We're going to have to do an After Dark episode. We should
totally do it.
We should do an After Dark episode that's just a no holds barred.
Just call it rated R parental.
It's just whatever. What's the highest rating on
NC-17?
NC-17. That's more than mature. X.
I don't know.
I think X is now NC-17. We just got a message from the voice upstairs saying, "I'm pretty sure your podcast is already R-rated."
Yeah, don't we have the explicit rating? Whatever that means.
Yeah, there's a red E on every podcast.
It's because we curse too much.
So I was watching this. There's this old movie called Parenthood. I don't know if y'all remember.
Oh, that's a great movie. Steve Martin, yeah.
And there's this Keanu Reeves and all of his wisdom plays an idiot on that in the movie. But
he plays an idiot in all of his.
I forgot he was in there.
Yeah, he played.
Wow.
What?
Go continue. No, it's for a later podcast.
Okay. Niche, the show is called Got Off Topic. Please change the topic if you want to. That's our show.
Let's do a change within a change.
Yeah.
No. It's for a later podcast.
Okay.
It's about the celebrity that annoys you for no reason.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
there's
tune into the next podcast. The one after that.
Well, that's why I was like, break. You can cut this out. Now we can continue going.
But in the movie Parenthood, Keanu Reeves, says, he's like an 18-year-old or whatever. He's like, you need a license to buy a gun, to vote, to drive a car, but they'll let any person be a fucking father or a parent or whatever. And I'm like, you look at 20 or like there's this kid in my
15-year-olds.
Yeah, like you don't have to have an age. Like anybody can be a fucking parent, and it's kind of fucked up. I look at myself at 20, and I'm like, dude, I would have been like the worst.
Oh, that's horrible. Yeah.
In the world.
My daughter's 6, but I'm also in my early 40s. So I mean, I certainly waited.
Almost made.
I got a little time to go. Well, not much, but
I have a question. What is considered middle aged?
I would like to know that. I would like to know that.
Age?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is middle aged?
Alexa. Oh wait, she's not in here.
Because
he probably has the Hey Siri. No,
everything I try and do differently now that's away from the norm, whether it's I'm going to go to the gym a little extra this week, or I'm going to go buy this or buy this. It's all I hear. It's because I'm middle aged. But am I middle aged?
Having a midlife crisis
or a midlife crisis? But what does that mean? Are we there yet?
You can adjust many of the hearing accessibility.
What are we doing?
We're trying to ask Siri what.
Well, okay. Then I'll be quiet. Let's ask her.
Siri, what is considered middle-aged?
Okay, I found this on the web for what is considered middle-aged.
25 Surefire.
I don't want to read, Siri. Just tell me.
You finally hit the middle age. Hold on, let's click on it.
Okay.
Anyway.
We're doing research.
Research for...
What were we talking about?
What is middle age? The deal breakers in relationships.
Ooh.
So, okay, I said mine. Okay, what do y'all have?
Wait, what was yours?
Well, mine was just the fact that they wanted to keep going out.
Isn't even considered a relationship.
That's not a deal breaker.
Well, I mean, that is a deal
annoyance.
Is it not a deal breaker?
Break up with them.
I mean, deal breaker, what does that mean? It's a deal breaker. Why do you keep calling me? That's a deal breaker.
You're trying to already break up with them.
I just told you I wouldn't even have gone out with someone.
This would continue, but you want it to. That's a deal breaker.
Well, yeah.
No sense.
Yeah.
But that's like dating. That's not even a relationship.
Well, if there was a deal breaker as far... I mean, I'm not...
Is there anything your wife could do?
Well, I mean, I think once you
having sex with another person.
Well, right. Once you get...
Obviously, he's fine with it going down on. It's just the actual intercourse.
Now, listen, I don't recall any of those topics. We're going to have to listen to previous shows for me to get reminded of that. Yeah, episode 3. It's a good one.
I mean, the 25 Surefire signs you've finally hit middle age. I'm only on number 10, and I've
read them out loud.
What are we at?
Oh, this is a lot, though.
Okay, new topic.
You read one, I'll read 2, and then we'll go back and forth.
Well, I mean, it's just...
Can I read 3?
A lot. It's just a lot to read on.
We're going to knock out the top 10 reasons to know you are middle-aged.
25, but we'll just do 10.
We're going to do 10. The top 10.
Reading on your phone becomes difficult because the font is suddenly too tiny or blurry.
Hair starts appearing everywhere on your nose, face, ears.
Yeah, I'm already starting to worry.
I think we might.
You go to bed by 8 and fall asleep by 9.
That's me, except I don't go to bed by 8. I just pass out
you
on
got
the
the
couch.
next one, number 4.
That sounds like my wife.
You start wearing... You like, keep it moving.
I've been middle-aged since I was a teenager, if number 4 is true.
Yeah, you start worrying a lot about your looks.
Yeah.
Jason.
You hit from the white tees instead of black tees on the golf course. I don't even know what that means.
Any of it.
Doesn't make sense.
Now, this one's good. You experience body aches and pains.
I can name what age I really started hurting. 27.
27.
Things really started hurting on me.
Really?
Yeah.
Keep listening because in the rant section, I am going to come back to this.
Number 7.
The shadow basement becomes your favorite place.
That's also top 10 signs you might be a serial killer. You begin thinking policemen, teachers, doctors look really young. That's true, actually.
I mean, a lot of people look really young.
Number 8 or number 9, actually, you are obsessed with your health. Well, shit.
Well,
number 10.
Shit.
And number 10. Oh, I'm going to read number 11 just because it's funny.
You begin looking over the top of your glasses is number 10.
Number 11 is you start enjoying naps more than ever.
Naps
I think we might all be middle-aged.
Yeah, I think so.
I hated naps until like the last year or so.
Neisha, I'm sorry. You are 30 and middle-aged.
Naps are my favorite part of the day.
You realize there are 2 sides to every story. You find yourself saying,
See,
what?
This
And
is me.
huh?
That's me all the time too. My hearing is shit. I can't.
You find it a lot harder to lose weight. I hear that, sister.
All right, that's enough of that.
You develop little leaks. Wow. That's
Everything on your body seems to be heading south. You've grown every time you bend over.
Oh my God. The bottom 10 are better than the top 10.
Yeah, we should start there.
You don't have idea. You have no idea what young people are talking about.
Dude, I just started working with a 20-year-old, and
awesome.
she had the weirdest phrases.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
I'm only 30. I thought I was kind of keeping up with it a little bit, and I was, what the fuck?
No,
are
you hang out with 43-year-olds.
She would like come into the audio booth at work, and she would just like barge in and just start talking to me. And she did that whole what do you call it?
You talking about
the dap.
The dap.
The dap. Yeah.
Yeah, she would do that.
Oh, my
and
daughter
I was
does
just like,
that.
I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
get out, just go.
She dapped.
Get the fuck out of here. I don't
Yeah.
know what the fuck you're doing. Get out.
Yeah, the last one, number 25, you misplace your keys and just about everything else you own. Yeah, you know, maybe.
All right.
You got to come up with a system to keep track of things. That's what I do.
That's true.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Wow, we're all middle aged.
Would being middle age be a deal breaker?
Look what you did. Look what you did.
What did I do?
You created 2 TIE fighters, like flying on top of each other. That's how loud that was.
Well, that's just because the system isn't. Those are like
Ooh,
not
wow.
even sound waves right there.
So,
Wow.
deal breakers.
All right,
That's what
Jay,
we were talking
your
about?
turn. Deal breakers.
All right.
Deal breakers are really now think back. This is not current.
God, you're a nerd. You saw that sound wave and you were like, Star Wars? Is
Well,
that
it
what you
looked
thought
exactly-
I have
like
no
a
problem
TIE
admitting
fighter.
I'm a Star Wars nerd.
You can get something that looks like the Imperial shuttle, then I'm all over that.
Yeah, he likes the Tidarian shuttle.
I will
That's
say
the last ornament I put on the Christmas tree
I
this
just
year.
bought a new Hallmark X-Wing fighter.
Oh, I may have to get
it's
that.
fucking sweet. Next
Yeah.
year, they're coming out with the Hallmark Millennium Falcon.
Oh man, because I will say my daughter was pissed because I said that's Daddy's ornament he puts on it. I would not even let her touch it. She went crying.
After she cried, you'll let her touch the ornament.
I would not let her use. That's my ornament.
Where
I put
is
up there.
the tie clip from the wedding? Did you
tie
let
clip-
her have it?
I did not let her have it. I have it.
I bought, or Katie bought us all each tie clips.
Yes.
Mine was a Millennium Falcon. Yours was what, a Darth Vader?
I was Darth Vader.
And I don't remember what Sean's was.
I think it was a stormtrooper.
Might have been just the 2 of us.
I thought he had one.
Sean didn't get one.
I thought he had a
I can't
stormtrooper.
remember.
I don't know.
No, we all got watches.
We all got watches.
That's right.
Those are nice.
Yeah,
tie
that was
clips.
a really
You know
nice
what?
touch. Y'all's Star
that was
Wars
awesome.
tie clips. Those are really cool.
His daughter was wearing his by the end of the night.
She loved
She had
it.
it like clipped on the top of her dress.
Oh, that's cute.
She was a flower girl in the wedding, by the way.
She was.
That was a great,
adorable.
great day, and I look forward to the next time we get married.
I do too.
Because I will be there
I'm already
again.
planning it in my head.
Speaking of that, what's a deal breaker that can get us to that next wedding?
Not letting me marry other women is one of them.
God damn it, U.S. government.
I know. Fucking thanks,
Fuck off.
Obama.
Fuck off. Freedom my ass.
Yeah. Speaking of which, are you guys excited about those new tax cuts we have coming our way?
Yeah, is that actually going to
I don't
happen? Or
No,
is it-
our taxes
No.
are going up.
Well, they're going to go
Yeah,
up eventually, right? That might be good for a few years, but then aren't they going up?
Next year they're going up.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we're fucked.
Yeah. Deal breaker I just cannot stand
That's
my
my
biggest
rant.
deal breaker
Fucking rich people.
relationship is when your partner, could be a female or a male, whatever, whoever you're with, is like this dominant, condescending, like
That's pretty
has to
shitty.
be in charge and tell everybody like in charge of everything, and then like tries to make you feel like you're kind of subservient. You remember. I was in a relationship with somebody who, if she wasn't the dominant person, would become a sulky, like not talk, get until she got what she wanted. I'm sure she doesn't see herself this way, but
I don't think people like that do see
Yeah.
themselves that way.
oh my god, it was. Ugh. It's funny because like like my parents like acted like they loved her, and then as soon as we broke up, my mom was like, I couldn't fucking stand her. She was such a fucking unfriendly person. We'll say that. Neisha, do you want to answer this, or should I answer for you? You're a deal breaker.
No, I actually just thought of.
Oh, you got one.
No. I mean, obviously, it wasn't completely a deal breaker. I have a lot of things that piss me off in relationships.
Breathing.
Yeah, if you breathe, I'm fucking done with you. No, one time I got called stupid, and
Really?
I think it was more of like a joke, but it didn't sit well with me at all. It's like don't be stupid, and I was just like we were talking about a serious thing. Like we weren't joking. It was just having a conversation. It's like, don't be stupid. And I was just like, are you
who I think it was
fucking kidding me?
We got to track this person down because I'm not happy about this.
It was just like really
Just a
quick
random
and
thing.
happened, and it pissed me off. And obviously, I still remember it. It's not like I think about it all the time. It just barely came into my memory. I haven't thought about it in years, but that. I just remember how much it pissed me off when it happened, and that's like you don't. It comes in the condescending thing. Just don't be.
I can't. It's
condescending.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Condescension in any environment.
Don't think you're above
is like
me
the
by any means.
biggest trigger for
Yeah.
me. Oh my god, I can't stand condescension.
Yeah, so that's probably a big thing for me too.
Yes.
If you say I'm a genius and I'm the smartest person you know, things will be great.
I say that to her all the time.
That's why we're still
why
doing
we're,
so
life
well.
partners.
We're going strong after 9 years.
Yeah.
8 or 9 years.
9 years of life partnering.
That's why we could still do this show in this room.
True. Yes. So that's your biggest one? Being called stupid.
I mean, it just popped in my head.
Okay.
That's pretty rough to be,
It's condescension.
To have to
Like,
deal with that
That's
in a
like the worst
relationship.
form of condescension, too, where they fucking actually straight up call you
Yeah,
stupid.
don't be stupid.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, that drives me crazy.
Yeah, it pissed me off. But I tend to, back then I got over things a lot faster than I do now. So if it was to happen now, it would be like a much, much, much bigger thing. Like I probably wouldn't talk to you for a few days and then I'd get over it.
All right, well, mental note.
Yeah, don't ever call Neisha stupid if you see her on the street.
I'm a very passive-aggressive person. I'm trying to not be, but you will experience some like really
Straight up aggression.
deep aggression from me. Passive aggression.
Yeah,
But-
I won't say anything. I'll just not talk to you.
What if we called you that and came behind you and flowed your arms around like you were...
Like you, hey, dance!
Oh,
come
my
on,
God,
let's dance,
that's- oh.
stupid! Let's dance, stupid!
Oh, boy.
I would never,
Her brain just exploded.
I would never talk to you again. I hate you both for even joking about that. You were the worst people I know.
Well, I can almost guarantee we won't do that.
Yeah, almost. Guarantee.
I will kick you in the shit. So this is the thing my little sister hates the most about me because I'm not a violent person. Like I don't like the act of hitting people.
Uh-huh.
I kind of do this like backhand slap in the arm. That's fine. I will not touch anybody's face. Like I will not slap you. That just makes me so uncomfortable to even think about doing it. So I couldn't even do this to my sibling. I'm not the youngest in my family, but I'm the smallest in my family. So they would pick on me a lot. I'm what's the word? The runt. I'm the runt of the family.
Your sister's bigger? Mm-hmm. Really?
Yep. I'm the
I
runt
thought
of the
you were about
family.
same size.
So I had to figure out ways that I could hurt them back without making me feel too uncomfortable. And so with my little
God.
sister, I would bend her fingers back. It was very effective. She will always put her hands on her back and put her hands in a fist and put them behind her back so I can't get them. But I will also kick you in the shin. Those are two things I've
that's
decided
no good.
that I'm comfortable
Finger
with.
bending, shin kicking Neisha.
Yeah, I will not do really anything else. I won't punch you. I won't hit you in the face. But I will bend your fingers back and I will kick you in the shin. So be careful.
All right.
That's not good.
For all our listeners out there, a word of caution.
Yeah, just so you know, I'm warning you right now. Don't grab my arms
When
and
we're
make me
on our
dance.
tour of Ireland
Yeah.
for our
Do not-
podcast.
Do not grab my arms and make me dance. That's
We
all I'm
love
saying.
Ireland.
We love Ireland, and Ireland loves us.
Yeah. Thanks, Ireland. You guys, it's our last show got a Irish shit ton of downloads.
I'm going to say on a future episode, I'm going to have some Guinness.
We should tell you know. Have you
good
ever had a
Although
black,
if I-
have you ever had a black and tan?
I like those.
Yes, it's been a
Guinness
while.
And with Bass?
Shit, I don't know.
Although when you say Guinness to people from Ireland, they probably like, what?
So, are we at our rant section?
I think
We're at the
We're at
rant.
the
It's
rants.
time to rant.
All right.
Time to rant.
Does it,
I'll start with
Neisha
you.
doesn't. Do you have a rant or you don't have a rant?
I don't really have one yet. I have a couple that I can't tell if they're worth ranting about yet.
Well, I mean, if it's worth it to you, that's all that matters.
No, I don't even know.
Is
if
it
it's
about
worth
traffic lights
It-
or toll roads? Because I feel like that's your.
They still have not fixed the light on Riverside.
There's not an update.
I did not take a
Pissed
toll
off
road
about it.
today because I didn't have to.
You didn't have to, yeah.
Pretty light traffic
Yeah.
today.
We're meeting earlier than normal.
Yes.
We're meeting on a lovely Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
We had to wait till noon to buy my beer.
To buy drinks. So rant. Okay. Mine has to do more with the middle-aged thing we just read, and I think I teased it earlier about the body aches and pains.
Ah, yes.
So my rant now is, I have a
middle-aged
daughter.
rant.
I have a daughter. She's 6. Mm-hmm. She likes to do a lot of games and puzzles and drawing and stuff, and a lot of that takes place, unfortunately, on the floor. And middle-aged men, because I'm assuming that's what I am from what we read earlier.
It sounds like it.
Aren't
like we
made.
all are.
Middle-aged men aren't made to sit Indian style,
I can't do that anyway.
or as they
I'm not
call it,
flexible.
they call it crisscross applesauce. We are, yeah.
Is that what the kids are calling it these
That's
days?
what they call it.
Crisscross apple.
We're
That's
not
more
ma-
politically correct, I guess.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. They had to get rid of the Indian.
We call it Native American style.
Yeah. Whatever it's called, we're not made to sit that way.
No, we're not.
Because
No
damn, okay.
person
I can't
over
even
the
touch
age
my
of
toes.
15 should be able to sit there.
I can't even lay on the ground with her and prop your head up with one arm
Yeah, yeah.
on your elbow.
It gets sore.
I get up after 10 minutes
stiff.
and my back is so sore.
Because you have all this muscle.
So anything I have to do, please, thank you. Yes. But I need to sit at the table with her if she wants to do anything. I'm like, can you come up here to the table? Bring whatever you got with you from the floor to the table. Legos, puzzles, whatever. Let's do it at the table, because when I try and sit on the floor, and I do this all the time, knowing that it's going to hurt afterwards, and it hurts. So yes, my rant is about sitting on the floor or laying on the floor or whatever you need to do with a child or just anything. You may not even have a child, but just as long as you're sitting on the floor, you can't do that as a middle-aged person. It just hurts.
Yeah. No, I've started this thing recently. Like, I sit all day at work, and then I go home and I take a nap because I don't get a lot of sleep, and then I wake up and I sit more, and then I go to bed early. So between all of this, every 20 minutes I have to stand up and I have to roll my neck, and I swear I pop 10 times.
Yeah.
Just by rolling my neck, and I go, it's just pop 3 times. Just sit there. All I do is pop, and it sucks. I'm so stiff and so sore all the time.
Well, you're going to keep popping, and you're going to pop more.
It's going to get worse.
When you're older.
My worst part is now, because the ball of my foot. Like, if it's real sore, it's fine if I'm walking on it, but if I sit down and it kind of rests, I don't know if it gets tight or what, but it takes me a good 2 or 3 minutes to kind of walk it out, to warm it up or whatever. So now when I come home from work, I have to roll it on this roller to kind of stretch it out or whatever.
That's middle age right there.
Well, I've had catcher's knees since I was in high school. I sitting on a bus.
She's a softball ace.
Sitting on a bus to go to games, if it was longer than not even an hour drive, my knees would just start. It felt like a knife was shoved under, stabbed underneath my kneecap, and I was like, "Ow, ow!" And I would have to do this thing and slowly bend it straight.
Really?
Yeah, no, and it still does that. I can't keep my knees in one position for very long at all. Or it seriously is a super sharp pain right underneath my kneecap.
I feel like she's more middle-aged than we are.
Yeah,
It's
maybe.
catcher's knees. I was
13 years younger than
I was a
us.
catcher for 10
that,
years.
that position,
so
I
it's
always watch
tough.
baseball, and I'm like,
I don't know how they do that.
And then they pop up to throw to second or whatever. It's crazy.
It's the best position, but it's the worst on your knees. Yeah.
I think first and base is the best. All you got to do is stick your arm out.
First base is boring. No.
Well, I'll say yes. I was
He
really
likes
good
to
at
be
outfield
bored.
because I could run so fast.
Yeah, so I have catcher's knees for sure. They cramp up on me all the time.
Well, I would say my biggest issue is the back.
Me too. Oh my god.
And then
That's terrible.
I know you said, Jay, you had one time you had tennis elbow. You may
Tennis
still have
elbow,
it.
Yeah. It
Um,
comes and goes.
I think recently I've had golfer's elbow. Have you heard of that?
No,
It's like the reverse of tennis elbow. While tennis elbow is more on the
you're
outside of the
right.
arm,
So you're
the golfer's elbow is more on the
Oh,
inside
I've had
of
that
the
from
arm.
lifting.
And I think I've had that.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's gotten a little better recently, but I think I've had that.
I have a spot in my back that is all fucked up, right in the middle of my spine. And I will tell you, I always had lower back problems. It's just I've always had it. So me and Mike, when we were working at Resto, in the early 2000s, we used to work out together. And I just made this kind of flip comment one day about how I thought I was faster than him. So apparently, this is at the beginning of our workout. So we worked out for like an hour. And at the end of this workout, Mike's like, you really think you're faster than me? And I was like...
He spent that entire hour...
Like an hour stewing on this one little comment I made.
Well, you know.
And I was like, yeah, I mean, I used to play soccer. I'm a sprinter. And he's like, well, we should race. So we go to this gymnasium. And it's like a wall on one side of the wall on the other. And like we race. And you get to the wall and neither one of us want to stop. So I slam into the wall. And my spine, ever since that day, like I'll get this weird pain here. If you walk up to me and you hit me right there, just like as a joke, I will just drop like a rock. Or if you hit me, if this elbow bangs into something, it'll shoot a nerve pain into my spine right there, and I'll just drop.
Ooh, no.
All because of you, Mike.
Now, our listeners are wondering this. Did you make it to there before I did? Or
I did win that race.
He won the race.
At the cost of my spine. Oh, okay.
Wow. So you won the race.
I'm telling you, dude, that was what I was like. I wasn't a distance. I was a speed runner.
Yeah.
I was never good at distance. I could fucking run.
I was always
fast
good at sprints
shit,
as well, and never.
Yeah,
never
I was
long
just
distance.
a really fast runner.
That's why I was better at middle infield. As soon as I switched in softball to like second base, I was a really pretty solid fielder.
Yeah.
I sucked at outfield just because I was just like...
Yeah. Like, I was the fastest person on, like, my soccer team and everything. Like, I was a really fast runner.
Yeah. Like, long distance.
Now we wouldn't even care to run.
Yeah, you're like, you want to do it again? No.
Good.
You know what?
You're good.
I'll say you were faster than me. It's fun. Oh, no.
Chase!
Party foul. We should probably... That means we should
Everybody
wrap
chug.
up.
That's right.
That
We're done.
means we should wrap this up.
We're done.
Toast it one more
Everybody
time.
chug.
Cheers.
Cheers. That was a good one. Nisha, did you have a rap? Not today?
No. That wraps it up, I think, pretty well.
No, we're good.
Next time.
All right, everybody.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Peace.
Got Off Topic brought to you by...
Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Hopefully we didn't offend.
But we probably did. Follow us on Facebook.
And Instagram.
This was...
Got Off Topic. Anal.
Blowjobs.
Oops.